Hey everyone, this is Living Well with Thomas. In today's video, I'm going to be making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. This sandwich is actually something I learned to make from my great uncle when I was younger. He used to always tell me this. He used to say, boy, even if you never amount to anything in this life, well, you should always have this sandwich to hang your hat on. And I really always kind of took that to heart, but luckily, I do think that I did amount to something, and if you watched my last video, you would know. Definitely amounted to something for sure, because I do work in an office building. So if you're interested in getting an update, if you did watch my last video, as you know, there was an issue with the elevator being broken, and if you're interested in knowing more about that, just stay tuned till the end of the video, and I'll give you an update. And so without further ado, to get into making this sandwich. So guys, let's get into making this sandwich. As you can see, we got 2 pieces of bread here. So when you want to make a sandwich, usually you're going to want to have 2 pieces of bread or some kind of roll. And in this case, usually my uncle would teach me to make it with white bread, and I'd say it's probably my favorite is the white bread. But my second favorite, the first favorite probably be white bread. The second favorite probably be, for the peanut butter and jelly, probably be a hot dog bun. But today for this video, we're going to be using 2 pieces of white bread. So after that, you say, okay, what's next? I don't know. Guess we got to make the filling, right? So got the peanut butter, got the jelly. Okay, so for the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you're gonna have to have the peanut butter and jelly filling. So first off, you get the peanut butter, open it up, peanut butter out, okay? Get this starting to make it. We're gonna want to get the peanut butter, as you see, kind of see the size of the bread right there. So kind of want to get it the same size as that bread. Just want it to just cover up that bread, but not go over the edges too much and make a mess. So sometimes I like to put a little bit more peanut butter on there, because, if I'm feeling like I'm eating a little bit more of a filling meal, especially walking that 3rd floor, office, I'm out of breath for about 5-10 minutes, gasping for air, and I get using all that energy, just getting out of breath just thinking about it. Oh my gosh. Well, like I said last video, won't have to pack my lunch anymore once that elevator's fixed and go back to eating McDonald's or Burger King every day. But for this, got that peanut butter on there, spreading it about the same size. Sorry guys, that was a little unexpected camera cut there. My neighbor actually started slamming on my door, and he had to borrow a plunger, so I had to go help him with that. Luckily, it washed up, and now we'll get back to the video. Sorry about that. So we were making the peanut butter. See, we're making the peanut butter and jelly filling. So get that peanut butter spread on there about the same size as the bread. Like I said, you don't want it to hang over the edges, and you want it to cover up, so you don't have all this bread with no filling on the edges. So I'd say that's about a good amount, and a little more of a filling sandwich maybe, because if I'm going to make it for my work lunch, I have that extra energy for all that energy I'm using climbing up to the 3rd story. So all right, got the peanut butter on there. Got this towel over here we can wipe off before we get our jelly. I don't want to get all that peanut butter in the jelly container, and not everybody who likes jelly likes peanut butter with it. All right, it's time for the jelly. Well, jelly on there, nice refreshing jelly. A little sugar for some energy boost and for climbing up those stairs in the morning or whatever activity you're doing. I'd say that's about a good amount. Let's close up that jelly. Also close up the peanut butter too. I don't really want any flies going in it. I don't want peanut butter jelly and fly sandwich. That's not what we're trying to make. Just peanut butter and jelly. No flies. All right. So what I like to do is kind of go like this sometimes. Chop up that jelly so it's easier to spread. Let's see. It's about the size of our bread. And the peanut butter is covering the jelly, and you got that nice layering effect. Knife down. Now, apply the filling to the bread. Sometimes it just takes a little bit. Sometimes you gotta use your hands, but it's okay. You can always wash your hands up after that. Get all that on there. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to lose this a little bit. It's okay. We'll just wipe off our hands afterwards. Scoop up that extra peanut butter there and let's lay them on down. Just lay them on down. Just lay them on down. All right. Sometimes, like I said, you just go like that. Lay them on down. So there we go. Isn't always the most glamorous job, but that's the way to prepare that filling. But I'd say the end result is definitely worth it, as it is a very tasty meal. Or if you're looking for a filling snack, maybe with a glass of milk, that can be a great snack. So see here, and last step, close that up. There we are. Let me wipe my hand off a little bit. So keep the bread nice and clean on the outside, and this is all part of the job. Make that good tasting peanut butter and jelly. There we are. Check it out. As you can see, I did a great job, I'd say, estimating the size. Not hanging over too much, a little bit over here, but that probably was just from, when we transporting the filling over to the bread. I'd say we did a great job. And let's just imagine it. Say we're at a place where, like my office, where we're not allowed to use utensils for danger reasons, and a lot of times, you could just eat it like this, or if you want to cut it into two, or maybe if you want to share with someone, you want it into, just go like this. Wrap them around there, and that pretty good, I'd say. So, do our plating. We'll move these guys off. You could put it back on the same plate as the filling if you don't want to waste anything. You want to get all the filling, or you could put it on a little more of a cleaner plate. But I'd say this came out looking really good. So guys, as you can see here with our final plating, I think it came out looking really good. So if you watch this long and are looking for that update on the office elevator, I'll give it to you right now. So unfortunately, the elevator's still broken, but this is a really kind gesture from leadership. They have actually sent in paramedics to man the top of the steps on the 3rd floor where we work every morning and during the morning hours. So as you know, if you remember last time I was saying that, me personally, I get up to the top of the steps, it takes about 5-10 minutes to recover. So I'm, gasping for air and just out of breath and sweating, and it's been hot. So thing is, though, not everyone can recover as quickly as I do. So the thing is, there's the leadership, they made a rule. So basically, this is what it is. If it takes you longer than 10 minutes to recover, luckily we have the paramedics there, and they're able to administer medicine that'll get us back to work and back to being productive. So I haven't been able to take advantage of the medicine, like I said. Fortunately, I'm able to recover in 10 minutes. But thing is, some of my coworkers, they've been taking the medicine every day, and it really does help them. It really is a great thing. And I noticed after they take it, it doesn't really take too long, and they're back to getting productive. Just one thing is that there is a side effect from the the medicine. Some of the people, especially the ones who are taking it every day, they're saying that they're getting all these tremors in their legs. But luckily, leadership assured us that that is a normal side effect, and to keep taking the medicine as directed so we can remain productive. So no worries there. That's the update. From the last video. There is one more update after that. Okay, so sorry, this is gonna be a little hard to get out. This was more of an unfortunate incident, but it has to do with what's going on. So I'm sure you guys want to know. Fortunately, there was a little bit of an incident. So now we have the end result of that incident I'm going to tell you guys about is the paramedics now, they are on staff near the end of the day as well, and as in addition to the beginning of the day. Okay, so reason being, last week, senior manager, not going to say what department, not going to say who, for privacy reasons. So fortunately, near the end of the day, he's about to go home. The elevator's still broken, goes to the steps, his legs gave out, and he started rolling down the first flight. And that's not all, okay? He lands down on the platform. I'm sorry, guys. But lands down on the platform. The combination of landing down, smacks up against the wall, and the recoil. So the combination of the recoil and him trying to, kind of regain his balance and, panicking, kind of, he just fell down the steps. So he's trying to regain his balance, get up, and the combination of that and the recoil of him bouncing off the wall. Fortunately, his legs swung and made the turn and turned him towards the next flight of steps, and he just rolled down and landed there. So one flight of steps, bounce off the recoil, turn, roll down the next one, and that was it. But fortunate incident. But the silver lining of all this is that luckily all his injuries are basically just cosmetic. Okay, maybe a few dentist visits, but many things mostly cosmetic, and apparently he'll be able to be back maybe in a week or two, start and remain, get back to being productive for our leadership. So a little bit of an unfortunate thing, but that's why we have paramedics now for the end of the day in case anybody needs assistance. So I guess that might have to do with the side effect of the medicine, but we're assured by leadership that the medicine is safe and that is a normal side effect. So that might actually, I'm sorry guys for even thinking that. That probably wasn't even a part of it. It just might have been a coincidence. We might find out he had an injury, so I don't want to go connecting one to the other like that and undermining leadership. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry about that. But well, that's the update on my office, and hope you guys really like this this sandwich I taught you guys how to make. It really is a great snack, and it can be a little messy, but I think the end result is definitely worth it. So if you guys want to learn more next time and more tips to improve your life, just stay tuned for the next video. And for now, this has been Living Well with Thomas, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.